Mountain number 8 is a short par 3 that's really all about club selection and distance control. The green here is bisected by a ridge that runs right through the center, so you want to make sure you have the right distance to get on that right level of the green. But doing so is a little bit difficult because this hole plays a bit downhill and the wind tends to swirl quite a bit here, and you can get some strange gusts and things like that that might balloon your ball or knock it down or throw it offline. So really take into account the wind direction when you're choosing your club, and really pay attention to that distance control off the tee here. Now we do also have a couple of green side bunkers there guarding both sides of this hole, so there's really no room to bail out. You just want to, again, make sure you have that right club and that good distance, and then just go right at that hole and try to leave yourself a good look for birdie on this hole. Alright, well, something that all golfers have to deal with from time to time are things called movable obstructions, and these are a little bit different from loose impediments, both in the definition and how you're able to take relief from those areas. Movable obstructions are artificial in nature, so bunker rakes, things like the scorecard here, trash, anything that's not, a naturally occurring object that you would expect to find on the golf course. There are really two scenarios here to consider. The first one is like we have here, where there's a loose impediment just laying on my ball or in the general area of my ball. I'm able to go ahead and remove that. And if it happens to cause my ball to move, this is particularly common with the bunker rakes, you will go ahead and replace the ball where it was in its original spot. Now let's say your ball is actually sitting on top of the loose impediment like this. It will require a little more effort. So the first thing we've got to do is mark the ball, the location of the ball. Then we can go ahead and remove that. And now I'm actually afforded an additional club length relief area no nearer to the hole in any direction. So I can go this way or out over this direction. In this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and go this way here, set my other mark down, and then set up for my legal drop here. And now I'm back in play again, no penalty stroke in that scenario. So again, different sets of relief options and scenarios with movable obstructions and loose impediments. So it's important to know the difference. Alright, so as we discussed earlier in the video, the main thing here on Mountain number 8 is to get that club selection right, get your distance right, and really try to judge what that wind might do to your ball. Depending on the day, even the time of day, it can make a really big difference how that ball is affected by the wind and what kind of ball flight you achieve, and if that'll end up hitting the number that you expect. So a lot of choices and a lot of judgment calls to be made off the tee, but if you can do that right, you've got a chance for birdie or definitely an easy par.